something that would complete my vindication in a way that would be impossible for my family to ignore. The fallout was swift and devastating. By the next morning, the story had spread throughout our social circle. My parents' phones rang constantly with calls from confused wedding guests and judgmental friends. My father's business partners began distancing themselves. No one wanted to be associated with a man accused of defrauding his own daughter. My mother was asked to resign from the charity board she had chaired for years. Olivia was placed on administrative leave from her law firm pending an investigation into her involvement in the fraud. Jason moved out of their apartment that same day, taking his belongings and leaving his key. Meanwhile, I met with Mr. Dawson to discuss the next phase of our strategy. The frozen assets have gotten their attention, he said, but we need to push for a quick resolution. Your family may try to hide more assets if we give them time. I nodded. I'm ready whenever you are. He studied me for a moment. Most clients in your position find this difficult, emotionally speaking. Going against family is never easy. I met his gaze steadily. My family stopped being my family the moment they decided to steal from me. This isn't difficult at all. He nodded, satisfied with my resolve. Then let's proceed with the settlement conference. The meeting was set for the following week. In the meantime, I received a tearful call from Olivia. Please, Eleanor, she begged, call off your lawyers. Jason won't even speak to me. My firm is investigating me. Everyone is talking about us. I listened silently, remembering all the times I had begged her for kindness, for inclusion, for the basic respect of being treated as an equal. She had never shown me mercy. I can't do that, Olivia, I said finally. You made your choice when you took my money. Now you get to live with the consequences. I hung up before she could respond. My parents tried next, showing up at my apartment unannounced. I refused to let them in, speaking to them through the security chain. We'll pay you back, my father said desperately. Every penny, with interest. Just call off this lawsuit before it destroys us completely. I looked at him, this man who had dismissed me my entire life, who had stolen from me without remorse, and felt nothing but cold satisfaction. It's too late for that, I said, and frankly, I don't want your money. I want what's rightfully mine. My inheritance, plus damages for what you've put me through. See you at the settlement conference. I closed the door on their protests. When the day of the conference arrived, I dressed carefully in a tailored suit I had purchased specifically for the occasion. No more hiding in oversized sweaters and faded jeans. No more making myself small to avoid their criticism. I walked into the conference room with my head high, Mr. Dawson at my side. My family was already there, looking diminished. My father had aged years in just a week. My mother couldn't meet my eyes. Olivia sat with her own lawyer, her usually perfect appearance noticeably disheveled. I took my seat across from them, feeling not a flicker of sympathy. Let's get started, Mr. Dawson said, placing a folder on the table. My client is willing to settle this matter under the following conditions. He outlined the terms: full repayment of my inheritance plus interest, additional damages for emotional distress, and a forced sale of the colonial house on Maple Street with proceeds going to me. My father's lawyer began to object, but my father stopped him with a raised hand. We accept, he said quietly. We just want this to be over. Mr. Dawson looked at me. Miss Harper, are these terms acceptable to you? I considered for a moment, watching my family's defeated expressions. Almost, I said, but I want to add one more condition. Everyone looked at me, waiting. I want a public apology. A written statement, published in the same newspaper that broke the story, acknowledging what they did and apologizing for it. My mother made a choked sound. Eleanor, please, she whispered. Haven't we lost enough? Our reputations are already in tatters. I looked at her coldly. You should have thought of that before you stole from me. Those are my terms. Take them or we can proceed to trial, where every detail of what you did will become public record. After a brief, whispered conference with their lawyers, my family agreed to my terms. The documents were drawn up and signed. Within 24 hours, the frozen assets would be released, allowing them to transfer my inheritance back to me, along with the additional damages. The house would be listed for sale immediately, with the proceeds directed to me, and they would publish a public apology, the text of which would be approved by Mr. Dawson. As we prepared to leave, Olivia approached me, her eyes red-rimmed. I hope you're happy, she said bitterly. You've destroyed everything. I looked at her, this sister who had never been a sister to me. No, Olivia, I said quietly. I've simply taken back what was rightfully mine. Everything else, your reputation, your relationship, your career, you destroyed yourself. I walked away, leaving her standing there, finally understanding what it felt like to be the family disappointment. The weeks that followed were transformative. The money was transferred to my account as agreed. My inheritance plus